Hi, Bisma. I am looking at your draft now. So if you're not ready, obviously, this was my bad. I wasn't able to send it to you all by that day. So you don't have to go for your speech today. You can take the weekend and then do your speech on Monday. Okay. So here we go. I am looking at your speech. 1 second here. Yeah, got it. All right. Share. Okay, so this is what you've written. Okay. All right. So I hope you will be expanding on this one because it doesn't seem that you'll finish it. These are some pointers that you've provided and I don't know whether you'll be able to finish it within 3 minutes. It seems a little short if you're just going with that. All right, so let's just based on your pointers here, introduction, everyday people executed by their state for variety of crimes committed, even for acts that should not be criminalized, even for acts that should not be criminalized. So the penalty is the ultimate cruel, okay. Clear that you're going against the death penalty. It is not human. United States, 3% executions were botched. While it's a right to human life, okay, right to life. Number 2 is death penalty disproportionately affects certain groups, minorities, and okay, all right. So all right, so mentally ill people of color and the poor make up, okay, so 50%, okay. Death penalty is often used within skewed justice system. It is inhuman to execute people since the majority of them are minorities or suffering from, okay, all right. And number 3, judgment cannot be reserved. Death penalty means final judgment, no change in the US. The rate of false imprisonment is high. All right, there's a major, okay. So number 4, it does not deter crime. So it doesn't really, there's no conclusive evidence. Okay, let me see what your rebuttal is. I don't see a rebuttal here and there's no conclusion, Bisma. So you got to work on that one. Other than that, you need to have a rebuttal. So I don't see that and I don't know what your rebuttal is. Other than that, your speech is, it is it's, I think your claim is pretty clear in the introduction, and then you have warrant is the kind of reasoning that you're using, is, you use different kinds of, that overall if you have different kinds of reasoning that you've used, and I think there are four warrants here actually, and then you have backing. I would consider this as your backing. All right, and then I needed to get a rebuttal and I needed a conclusion. Other than that, I think you're good. I think people will come back at you and say that, what do you think about those victims? If somebody did a heinous crime and the whole, what justice, and the person or the victim has died, or some victims have died, and what justice what is the justice that is meted out to the victim's family, if that person doesn't get, if the murderer or the person who is a suspect or who's taken in custody is not given, but provided it's been proved it's still not given a death sentence, is that, how do you think the victim's family will feel? I think that could be, and then some things, that it's a tax on we don't want to pay taxes for people who've been, deadbeat, or they've been, they're hardcore criminals. Why should our tax money go there? So these are some questions that you may not, as counter arguments that you may want to prepare with. Okay. All right. Thank you.